Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. I've got StewGaming back on my channel for the 3rd week's challenge. Stew, how you doing, man?
I am doing great, and I'm looking at our teams, and I cannot believe how close they are.
I know. So I guess just to throw it out there to everyone, what were we doing this week? We were looking at Dragon 20. We said we wanted to use 2 epics maximum, 2 rares maximum, and then an uncommon, basically.
Right.
But we weren't allowed to use Seer, we weren't allowed to use Raw Guard, and we weren't allowed to use Cold Heart. Yeah, that's pretty much it, was it?
Right.
Anyone else that we dropped? I think that's it.
That was it. So there's so many choices we could have chosen, right? There's so many champions we could use.
Yeah, and I honestly probably tried at least 10 different formations, which got similar times to this. So I literally could have come up with a completely different roster here, but it's amazing how similar our rosters are, right?
Right, we got our speed boost, we got Kale in here, we've got Zargala, and then we even the same uncommon, but like we talked a minute ago, your Zephyr Sniper is set up. How did you set hers up?
Yeah, so I've got Zephyr Sniper and War Maiden actually both set up in stun sets.
Okay.
So my view there is I don't have a healer in the team. How do I get through the waves without taking too much damage? So just stunning people up. And Zephyr Sniper's great, actually. She's got an AoE. She stuns people up quite consistently. And she's got like a mini heal as well, which I needed for my team, so I didn't have any sort of healing.
Right.
But what's your talk through yours? Because it was quite interesting to me, actually.
Yeah, mine is the same that I use for Spider's 20. Whenever she takes damage, she has the defensive tree, so she'll counterattack when she takes 25% max HP. And then she has lifesteal gear on, so she just does that throughout the whole run. Like, she gets hit, she counterattacks, she heals back, just like she would do in Spider's 20 as your tank. And it seemed to work out fairly well. And I already had her leveled up, so, I threw her in there.
Have you got her on that same low HP that you do for Spiders?
I do. I didn't even change her gear, not one bit. So I'm surprised.
You know what I'm surprised about is these mobs hit basically for the same as a Spiderling hits. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, somewhere around there. They really do. I mean, sometimes they'll hit her, especially, if you get a Horden in there, they'll hit. But with my Husk here, Husk does the AoE stun. He can do it.
Yeah, sure.
So that wraps him up a little bit. With your both your War Maiden and your Zephyr doing stuns, I would think you'd wrap them up a lot. Like a tremendous
I needed to do it. So actually, a few of my guys in Discord were saying, get your Husk out. Because I've shown Husk in a couple of PvP videos and that type of thing. And I really like him as a champion, but I just don't have him at 60. So, I was just like, I've invested so many of my resources recently in leveling people. Look at my silver in my screenshot here. I'm down to nothing.
Ours is a little bit different, just a tad bit different.
Yeah, literally, I just blew all my silver because I don't farm overnight and stuff. So I literally just blew my silver trying to get some of these guys in good shape to do stuff. And
right,
well, I got to the point where I was like, I'm not leveling any more champions right now. I'm just going to go with what I got.
Well, I'm lucky I have so much silver because look at my gems now. Since I haven't been spending any money, my gems are way low, so I don't have any, and my silver used to be 750,000 million before we started playing around doing all these stuff weeks ago, and now that I've been changing and gearing up so much, I'm down to 600 million. It goes fast.
600 million.
It goes fast.
But it does. That's the thing. If I do these account takeovers for people and they say, well, how much do I need? Is 15 million enough? I'm like, well, it depends what you really want, because I could blow through 60 million, no problems, just trying to gear up, maybe two squads of people to do different content. It's so easy to do in this game. But I don't know, I was farming up a bit of spiders, spending the silver, getting the guys ready. And in the end, I just thought, I've got a decent team here, but I honestly think I've never been so unconfident to win a challenge as I am right now. I feel like I'm just going to get absolutely blown away.
You probably got some pretty heavy hitters. Let me ask you this. What kind of damage, what's your Zargala setup like?
Zargala is pretty decent damage. She's got, I think she's at about 250% crit damage, quite high. And she's got decent accuracy. So the main thing she's there for is decreased defense, but she does bring a decent hit on her.
Right.
But Mikhail is not set up for damage. He's set up just for accuracy to land the poison. So he's really there to kill the dragon.
The dragon, right.
And the rest of the team are there to get me through the waves, really. That's the kind of angle.
Because I was able to set up my Zargala with 317 critical damage.
Wow.
To get her to get her to do some real damage, and then I needed a little bit more, so I don't have 25% critical damage in my Great Hall. So I'm only at 12%. So I could have added a whole bunch more if I would have had the tokens, because she's at a point to where every time she goes to hit somebody, they have a sliver of life, and she could devastate into crack armor. So like whenever I was
Yeah.
doing this run, I kept doing it, and she was just like she would hit them, and then it'd be right there where she, that crack armor to do that AOE after and it's on a 2-turn cooldown for her to do devastate. It's beautiful. That's why I used to play her all the time. I love her, but
Yeah. I tell you what, the more you're talking, the more my confidence is ebbing away.
is it?
I guess I'm 2-0 up. I can afford to take one.
Yeah.
I can afford to take one loss.
No
But,
problem. I don't know
yeah.
if you're gonna take a loss, but after my run, like within my video, I put my normal run that we were gonna do. Oh yeah, I don't think they didn't know. So a lot of people didn't know that we switched it up in the middle of the week. So we were gonna do Seer, or we were gonna do any 2 epics, right? Was it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And then, so I did a run with Seer. I did a run with, which was really cool because Zephyr Sniper also gives us that heal right away, right? That small
Nice.
regen, which is another buff for her to steal and do more damage with Seer. And then I had everybody else set up. So there is a run with Seer after this, a speed run. Nothing on, of course, none of this stuff is on unlimited frames, just normal like you do on your phone. And then I've got one clip of Husk going crazy because I did actually put Husk, I don't think in this one maybe, but I did put Husk in Relentless gear.
All right.
And there's like an outtake afterwards of him just
Nice.
going nuts, but not really hitting people extra times. He like runs off the screen and runs back all crazy. We'll see it. We'll see it.
Oh, sounds good. Okay, well, shall we get into
Yeah, you ready?
into the videos? Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm gonna start it up.
Yes.
Yeah,
good
you ready?
to roll? Yeah, let's try it.
All right.
So we're just going to go straight into let's push play.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right then, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
Let's start it up.
Again, mine is a little bit slower, but it's okay. I'll catch up.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So I mean, I tried to sort of set mine up so that I get the decreased defense off, and then my damage comes in straight after. But I'm already seeing big hits from your Husk. Actually, that Husk has got quite a nice AOE hit, bigger than I thought.
Is it doing damage? I was just trying to resize. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, with the stun component too, though, it's really helping me out. So you've got the 2 stuns over here, and I think if anything, it's just going to be the damage getting through the waves, right?
Yeah. So the main thing for me is I had to set it up so that I wasn't taking damage. I could see you're faster than me actually, but at least I'm not taking hits. So anyone watching this, it's doable, guys. It's doable to get through these waves without a healer. Look at this. It's just stun sets.
Right, stun set. Exactly.
Yeah, but your guys are hitting hard. Wow, your Zargala hits hard.
I want to see if is anybody hitting my Zephyr or not. She's counterattacking on this one. I don't know if they're getting a chance to, but if they do, that's what'll happen. She's still set up like that. Well, no, they're not. Yeah, oh, there it goes. But look, they didn't even hardly do any damage to her, so it's really weird.
Yeah, Tayrell didn't. Horden took quite a chunk of her health actually. But
yeah, he got her pretty good, and she didn't counterattack even back then. She didn't hit the percentage to do it. So we're almost there. Let's look at the dragon then. I got to the dragon at 107. You got to the dragon.
So I'm in at 115 basically. So I'm about 10 seconds behind you already. But your dragon damage is going well. Did Husk just do a big max damage here? Yeah, okay.
I think along with Husk, Zargala, doing more damage as well, and then I got up an insane amount of poisons right there.
Yeah, I'm so far behind. Oh no!
I think it's gonna help out.
Yeah, I think this is gone. It feels like you've just got more poisons on than me as well, actually. But I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think in the beginning I did kind of burst through with some poisons and get a lot of like my weaken's up, my decreased defense is up. It looks like all the there you go. You just landed a crap ton right then. You got a whole bar full at 2-minute mark.
And that's the thing is with RNG with Kale, it's literally like you either get them or you don't really, don't you? It's what he's one of those champions that it's 50% chance to land a poison. Sometimes you land all 4, and it's a good chunk of damage. Sometimes you land 1 or 2. So, God, I'm way behind, Stu. Look at this. You've absolutely pulverized me in this one.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting right now. Just waiting for you to come out of the runs.
I know.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna make a cup of tea.
Right. Next week it's going to be on then. Next week for Dragons 20 with all rare and below, no cold heart. Yeah. It's gonna be a competition. We're definitely gonna have to. I'm gonna go hard because I got to make sure I catch up 2-2.
Yeah. So I need to up my game here. This is So let's just have a look. So my KO did a chunk more damage than yours.
Oh, well,
but obviously your Husks come in with big numbers actually. Zargala have done pretty similar amount of damage. Yeah, that's the difference. Is your Husk has come in big, 1.5 million versus my next champion, who's the equivalent of Husk for me, would have been my War Maiden with 600k.
Right.
So Yeah, that's a good move. One of my guys in Discord was like, choose Husk. I was like, I don't have him as a 60.
Right. And you can still play it.
Good effort, man.
He can do decent at 50. You just gotta, you just don't have that additional 20% critical damage. But actually, I used to play Husk at 50 and have a good time with him just because his utility, and then he did still do massive damage. So he's a fun champion. He's a really fun champion.
He's a good champ. Yeah. I used him in arena. I used to use him in arena when I was doing like my lockdown videos because his stun is so effective for an epic. It's quite hard to get an AoE stun on any champion in this game, and if you've got one, you should use him because it's so effective on waves. It's so effective in the arena.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really good run, mate. Well done.
Yeah. Oh! If we would have used Bellower, I love using Bellower and a stun set can pretty much get you through any game content you want to, get you to the boss, right? And then he brings so many debuffs too. He's just a phenomenal champion. I really love Bellower and a stun set. One of my favorites.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah. Did you have Relentless Gear on the Seer?
I do on Seer, yes.
Yeah, nuts. That is nuts.
But originally I didn't have Relentless Gear on her, and she still functions really well. But it is fun to see her do some extra procs and get back around to her Karma Burn.
What's your view? Would you go Relentless Gear on pretty much any damage dealer if you had enough good Relentless Gear?
Oh yeah, 100%. If I did, even with like the Husk or anything else that I play, if I could get the same stats and we put them in Relentless, then I would. Even if we drop down, say we're using Savage Gear versus Relentless Gear and the same exact stats, I would still go Relentless for things like this. Unless you have it set up for a specific run where you're going in there with a Draco, your Royal Guards are hitting all, destroying the wave in one hit, then you've got Kymar or whatever reset, then you're doing it again. Then you're going to want max damage. But as far as regular runs or any kind of run with anything, I mean, that's it. Doing those extra turns are so strong.
Yeah.
They really are.
I see your Husk is running all over the place.
He was taking off there at the end. He thought the battle was over, so he ran forward past everybody and then had to come back to the fight.
Brilliant.
He's going crazy.
No, man. This is good, actually.
But that was a good battle this week. I'm glad to be, up 1, right? 2-1.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, you deserved it as well. I knew Dragons you were going to come good, to be fair. Even now, I'm thinking about this week, and I'm already in my head, I'm like, damn, I've got to step up because you're so strong in Dragons. Dragons 20 are just like so much quicker than I am.
Now that we're taking out those 3, I got to really think about teams. But this is what I love to do, so it'll be fun. It'll be fun to do this.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Look, man, well done. Until next week, I guess.
Appreciate it. Yeah. Yep. I'll see you then. Take care.
Cheers, Stu. Catch you later.